I do have pictures and videos of years ago. I'm talking about like 2013 or 2012, where I was doing this same exact thing, bringing people together. That is a true skill set. Not everybody can, but not everybody's going to be willing to, because once you start bringing people together, you can't stop it because there are some people relying on it. But I'm telling you, one skill set that I hope everybody acquires at some point is some level of leadership, bringing people together.
7:45 a.m. Catch me on the morning meetup, hosted by David Shanes.
Woo-wee! Family reunion. Who we introduced. Yesterday was amazing. I lost my voice, my body shut down, okay? Because after that, I had to go do like a 3-hour webinar, and I'm yelling on the Zoom, and my body is folding. You hear me? It was, I don't know what was going on. But I had such a good time. I sang songs that I didn't know I knew as many words to. There's a bunch of my favorite songs that I sang during karaoke that I realized that I didn't know the words to those, like I thought I did. It was just a vibe, man. We had a live podcast. I got a chance to answer a million questions, and it felt so good that we did. You know, we do Q&A on Thursday. It was so amazing. But I have to step aside, ladies and gentlemen, and I wanted to give Cynthia some time to give her perspective, especially like when it comes to building a community. And I think E.T. talked about it today in the book, where you have to surround yourself around your strength. Surround yourself with people who are strong where you are weak. And I really just got a chance to show up and approve expenses. That was pretty much it. And Cynthia had this whole vision. And the Ernestine, the owner of the venue, she said, I need everything in there. Everybody was like, yo, who put this together? And literally it was a labor of love. Cynthia's she's in the community like everybody else. And she's like, yo, I want to make sure this is an experience for everybody. We didn't know Freddie could sing. He sounded just like Wyclef. You know what I mean? Mariano exposed my white rhythm because I have white rhythm. That last step killed me. I just couldn't get right. My legs just couldn't get right. Okay, just call me can't get right. So Cynthia's okay. Wearing the gear from yesterday. Cynthia, the floor is yours. I know you got a bunch of gems and some inspiration for our community. So the floor is yours, my sister.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep.
Hello. Oh, awesome. I could unmute. For the record, this is a second shirt. I took some liberties and took a second shirt. I am clean. No, I'm just kidding. Man, yesterday was amazing. Just to echo what Dave said and everybody else said, it was a vibe. And I just want to thank everybody for their yes. I want to thank everybody for their yes. The vendors, the volunteers, people who said they're registering and coming. You flew across the pond. You flew across the nation. Wherever you did to get there, you drove. You brought your kids. You engaged. You brought your energy. Thank you for your yes. Everybody I called for the vendor community marketplace just stepped up and was like, sure, amazing. Everyone I called for the program just willingly said, yes, of course, I'll hop in. So it was just a family vibe. And that was the goal of the whole, it's a family reunion, right? So why not highlight the gifts and talents that are in our community? So that's how we ended up with J-Dub, and all the people I called already have something like in the works because they love the community. So can we give it up for all the yeses that we got? Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat for all of the yeses that we received. I don't see now one fire emoji. Okay, here we go. We got a little delay. And I don't like to call out names because I forget, but that's what I want to say. Everybody who played a role as a volunteer or vendor or anything, thank you, thank you, thank you. For the cleanup crew, people were there to the bitter end. Are you sure you don't need anything? Do you need anything else? What do you need? So thank you for that. I shouted out Elian and Elisha yesterday because that whole green fence was a thing. And they brought the vision to life. We did it together, but we had to pivot. We had almost, or 1 quarter done, and the design was too big. So then we had to pivot and say, okay, this is the importance of the environment that we talk about all the time. At first, my heart was like, dang, this is like the centerpiece. We have to have this. How do we make this happen? So we did it the day before, but it was because I was around problem solvers and not naysayers or people who quit or gave up. It was because of that I was able to pivot, and I just called the people for the time, gave us another template, and we started all over. And it was amazing. So give some claps for Elian and Elisha. We stayed with that thing. They would have stayed all night and figured it out, but we just got a template, and it was easy the next day. But that's important, the importance of the community and being around problem solvers to make that happen. If they were naysayers or wanted to quit, it would have been a different story. Manker, Sam, Heatley showed up right off of the doggone plane and went and set up the step and repeat, but then had to go to the hardware store. There was just extra effort all around. Cynthia, Rain, Jen, Stephen, and Jacqueline helped set up as well. Veronica and Ronette were hidden gems because they were just filling the gaps. And again, I cannot name everyone, but please, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Community is so important. 2 other things I want to highlight. Again, the purpose of this was to highlight family members. How many of you guys enjoyed seeing Vero and seeing J Dove and seeing Andrea Kitten and seeing J Star and Nella, of course, on stage? We were highlighting community members because that's what community is about. We have an unwritten culture and code here. It's really a vibe. Our thing was we are operating as one team. So if you see something, you're assigned to one thing, but if you see something, fill the gap. And that is what the entire team did. Where we're highlighting, Brent obviously hosting, doing what she does. We pivoted on run of shows and things like that, but it all turned out well because of the community and the unwritten culture, the culture code that we have and the vibe that we all wanted it to be a success. Yes, because we are family. So you, YOU, but you are the biggest part of this community. And the goal was collaboration, connection, and community. So I want to encourage you to keep it going. Jump into the local meetup, jump into the app, engage, collaborate, connect, network sideways, because it doesn't stop there. That feeling, duplicate that in your own city. And then when you come to a meetup, it's just that your city is that much stronger and representing, and you have connections. Some people ask, how do you start a local meetup? Just start it. What we did in Houston, I said, I'm going to the first ever meetup, and I don't know anybody. Hey, y'all, let's meet up at the co-working space. So I met people before the meetup. So right now, not to say that nothing's coming, but right now there's no specific guidelines that you need to follow. Just meet up, collaborate, and connect. A healthy community will grow and network sideways, and then we all rise up together. Thank you so much for the opportunity to add value, and let's keep the party going.
Absolutely, man. I'm just elated. What I want to know though, because all right, how did you get connected with the morning meetup?
So I got on the dollar trial. I remember seeing you. I was following you for a while as Dorito Days, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool concept with a white background. And then the dollar trial, I had just moved to Houston, and the dollar trial came up, and I tried it, and I was hooked. It was lit. It was up from there. I was like, oh, this is just a part of my morning. This is part of my routine. My husband was like, you different. I was like, I'm different. So from there, I added, I saw where I could add value, not looking for position, not looking for anything, but we had the announcements and we would say them. And I was like, how do people remember these? Or how can people get acclimated? Or how can we help people? So that's when I made the community guide to add value to the community, not looking for anything, but just flowing in my gift and doing that. So yeah. And then from there, we did some work together and it was just on and popping from there.
I love it. I love it. And I don't know if everyone knows, you know, kind of outside of the morning meetup, what are some of your goals, anything that people can support you with?
So I'm in the operations space, and I help bring visions to life. So I don't like to say I'm an event planner because I have done events, but I don't necessarily say, hey, come, I'm an event planner. But I'm in the operations space and I help businesses streamline their operations. I've always looked for efficiencies. So now with the AI space, that just supercharges what I do. So right now I'm doing AI workshops. We have one in Miami coming up May the 16th. So if y'all want to sign up, I'll drop the link in the chat. Wow, I've never promoted anything here. That's funny. But yeah, I'll drop the link in the chat. Be in Miami May 16th. But I'm in the operations AI space now, just helping businesses supercharge their efficiency.
I love it. I love it. And Cynthia is the newest added speaker to the podcast summit. So you all that are going to be at the podcast summit in Miami, July 30th and 31st, Cynthia will be in the building. Cynthia, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you today. Good. Okay. Real quick, let me show y'all something real quickly. I want to show you this iPhone via cable. Let me show you this real quick. Yes, is my screen sharing or not really?
It's taking a second. It's still
loading.
It says started on our end. It has started screen sharing, but there's nothing showing.
Nothing showing.
Not yet. It's taking a second.
Screen sharing is paused. Let me try this. Oh, no. I just saw something. Hold on. I got to show y'all real quick. Hold on. And then we'll move on. Okay. Resume sharing. Oh, it's not working. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I tried. I wanted to show y'all this picture of, I can show it this way. I want to show y'all this picture of yesterday. And hold on. Give me a second. Hold tight. Give me a moment. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's dope. All right, here we go. Bow. You had to be there. You really had to be. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
You had to be there. This was so vibey. And I want you to look at the picture, but not necessarily the picture from yesterday. I think this is a picture of people coming together. You understand? It's a picture of people coming together, like-minded people coming together. So I figure if you can see a picture of people coming together, you will somehow see a picture of you being responsible for people coming together. I believe, especially in this market that we're in this age that we're in, those who can bring people together will never suffer. In terms of business or popularity or growth, right? If I have something that I'm offering, and there were like people say, I have my t-shirts out there, right? And people are like, yo, I want to get a shirt. Mad people said it. And I wasn't super pressed to get a shirt, a person to man the table, because I would 100% prefer that people shop with everybody else. If, maybe not everybody's going to go. Now, I went and bought something from every vendor, but not everybody's going to buy something from every vendor. And my goal was, I want the vendors to be able to make some money. And we only charge $50 for the vendorship. The only reason we really charge the $50 is because if it was free, then everybody would sign up. But we had to have some sort of separation. And I'm just hoping that everybody made some good money. But I want you to see how I worked at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. Again, this isn't about me or that I've done anything special outside of being consistent. But I worked at the Cheesecake Factory. And it's so interesting to see so many people involved in an idea that I had. So think about where you are right now compared to a server at a restaurant. Some of you are in a way better position. Some of you are on the same level as that, whether it's financially, skill set, whatever, what have you. But I believe that my story, the reason I share my story so much is because I wanted to be an inspiration. I do have pictures and videos of years ago. I'm talking about like 2000, probably 13 or 2012, where I was doing this same exact thing, bringing people together. This has been my only mission for the last decade. And I'm just figuring it. So Shakita, shouts out to Shakita. She just took it upon herself to facilitate the morning book club. And it's a group of people. She gets together, she leads that. That is a true skill set. That not everybody can do that. Not everybody can, but not everybody's going to be willing to. Because once you start bringing people together, you can't stop it. Because there are some people relying on it. Let's say you do a meetup every month and there's 10 people, and then the next month, 2 people come. You'd be inclined to stop. But that's not how you lead people. I made a post yesterday that said people pleasing is a trait of leadership. Now, people pleasing, by definition, is pleasing other people sometimes at your own expense. And if you look at the comments, like people are up in arms. No, that's not true. No, that's not right. Well, I'm not here to say what's right or wrong, but my objective has always been to please people. And when they're around me, I want them to have a good time. At some point, a leader is going to have to please, do your very best. Now, we don't make it a lifestyle, but it is an element where you have to be focused on making other people happy, sometimes at your own expense. But some people will never get that because they have some sort of traumatic relationship with the word pleasing. But by definition, it simply means sacrificing yourself sometime for the satisfaction of other people. Now, any extreme hurts, okay? If you become a people pleaser, that's all you do, you will be burnt out. If you never concern yourself with people pleasing, there's no way you can lead. Because it's either your way or the highway. You're never, what's the word? Compromising. So my point is, if you are going to study a skill set or adopt I don't know, some sort of label about you, I think one valuable label would be leader. I am not the best leader. However, what's important is I'm trying to be. I get it wrong more than I get it right, but the objective is I'm never going to stop leading people to a place of satisfaction, ever. So y'all see all those people, right? I think you can do the same thing in your own city. I think you could do that. The world is so small now that people from LA, New York, Detroit, Miami can all meet together at any time. Look at the example of the morning meetup now. Look at what we have the ability to do now. I think it's important. And you're saying to yourself, well, I'm introverted. Well, that's okay. That's okay. But as long as you have a heart to bring people together, you can find somebody that's extroverted to lead the community. But I'm telling you, one skill set that I hope everybody acquires at some point is some level of leadership, bringing people together. So I think when I went to Harlem, we went to the Slutty Vegan grand opening, and there was a bunch of people there. I'm like, all right, well, y'all here, y'all gathering, I'll be there. Let's put it together. So I'm already coming up there June 8th, I believe, for the Social Proof Tour. But the day before, we're going to do some sort of workshop and meet up. Not because I'm trying to plant something in New York, but only because there's a group of people that have created a community. And I'm saying I want to support that. Somebody hit me as a bunch of people in Dallas. Somebody's supposed to be booking me for a speaking gig in Dallas sometime soon. I think it's next month. And The thing is on Sunday, but what I'm probably going to do is stay until Monday and meet with the community in Dallas, because I think we got a bunch of people in Dallas. Just start this process of bringing people together. It will be very, very valuable for you.
If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're going to like this one, maybe even more. Click it right now.